Time for your best take, Felipe. Your best take. And that is Luka Doncic, however you want to pronounce his last name, being graded by 20 executives.
His name?
Yeah, well, whatever. Little buffer there. 20 executives voting him, or 17 out of the 20, out of the 4 players of Trae Young, Zion, and Luka, that they would start a team with them. And you agree with that. And you believe he is going to be something special. And I totally agree with you. I mean, I think it's an A+. I think it's an A plus from you. I think you passed this one. Well, you passed the other one, but I think you studied hard on this one. But yeah, I totally agree, man. He's a different type of player that we've seen. He's just a great player. Glad we got him in Dallas over here, you know. But yeah, I totally agree with you 100%.
Yeah, Luka is different. I mean, Luka is 22 years old, and he's in the MVP conversation.
Is he 22 or 21?
He's top 10, top 15 already. Would you say? I mean, he was 16 on the ESPN list.
Yeah.
Here, he was 16 before this year. Last year, he averaged, I think, 21, like 8 and 7, and all. He's at 29, 9 and 9 this year, and carried the Mavericks. And if the season would have continued into the playoffs, on pace for 50 wins. So the guy's a different animal, and these other guys have a lot of potential. Zion has a lot of potential. Ja Morant really showed up this year. Trae Young is good too, but here's my thing with the other guys, though, is that these guys have a lot of potential, but Luka has shown us right now what he's got. And they're all young. They're all within the same age group. So you can say much potential to improve. I don't want to hear nothing about Luka's athleticism. These guys can get better athletically. These guys are already as good as they are because of their athleticism. So it's not athleticism is going to jump out the roof either. You know what I mean? I guess maybe their mechanics and everything is too. But why can't Luka's mechanics get better? They will too. And his athleticism, he will get better. He leaned up from his rookie years to his second year. So as he becomes more athletic, as he becomes more fit, and his mechanics start getting a little bit better, he can improve his three-point percentage. His free throw percentage is hovering around 75%. That can get better. You know what I mean? This guy can get so much better too. I hate hearing the talk that this guy's as good as he will ever be right now. And guess what? Even if he was, he's already going to be a top 10 player for his whole career. But if he continues to improve, then there's no saying. In 3 years, he's going to be a top 3 player in the NBA, and he's going to win more championships than the rest of these guys. Because I think he's a better leader than these guys. I think he's more talented than these guys. The sky's the limit.
Oh, for sure. And I actually had one of my friends. I'll keep him. I won't say his name, but he said last year, like, "Oh, Luka's already hit his ceiling." I know when somebody's hit his ceiling, that it's right now. I'm like, what? And now you see with this year. Yeah, man. I think out of those 4 games, all of these 4 guys are gonna be great players. Like I really like Trae Young. I really do. I really like.
So, Doug, like, he can't defend anybody.
He can't. But I like in the modern day NBA. I like him. I like his handle. I like his. He's a really, really, really good passer, and he shoot anywhere.
Fun to watch.
We've seen Ja, and obviously we've seen Zion and how much of a a specimen he is. The thing with Luka, man, he's 6. He might not be the most athletic or defensive oriented player, but he's 6'7", and he can handle the ball. He can spot up from 3. He creates his own shot like no other, and he creates for other players. I think he has more in his bag than what those other guys do, because we haven't seen, I don't know, it's his rookie year from Zion, what he can really do other than put his head down. Ja, I like his stuff. We got to get a more consistent shot. And Trae's just small, but I really like Trae, but he's smaller, so he's limited. So yeah, I agree. In the 3 years, he will be one of the top players, if not the best. Just depends how some of these other guys, KD and them, are holding up, and LeBron. But
what I'm saying is determinant on them, their game falling off a little bit too.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we think. That's what we for sure think. When a player like LeBron, though, we don't know, because we've been thinking that, or some people have at least. But yeah, man, in 3 years, he's gonna I think he's gonna bring another title here to Dallas, and I think he is such a fun player, and I think a lot of players will come eventually to Dallas like we haven't seen before. We don't really get those highly touted players that come here. So yeah, I mean, it's an A+ on this one. He's fun, and he's just different with his size and with all this ball handling and shot creation he could do for him and others.
He's what, listed at 6'7", 6'8"?
Yeah, 6'7", about 220. I mean, not a muscle or anything, but he can grow into his body. No, he's gonna lean down. He's gonna yeah.
To a second year, and the dude's listed at point guard. Like you
right.
Look him up online. He's a point guard. When we talk about guys like LeBron and Magic, like big guys who can really pass the rock, Luka is just as talented a passer. Maybe not as flashy, and maybe that's a stretch to say just as talented, but he's a great passer for a guy that size that plays in that court. He's an amazing passer, and he's a better scorer than these guys. He's a better scorer than these guys coming into the league. He's a more versatile scorer, right? I think he's a more LeBron
then Magic probably, but LeBron
never developed an amazing jump shot. He's never been up there with the best three-point shooters, and Luka isn't either. But Luka, the level of difficulty on the threes he takes, like those step backs, I think when Luka improves his shot decision, like the types of shots he decides to take, then I think he's going to move into another level with his game in general, because he's as great a passer as many of these all-time greats that we're talking about, and he's a top 5 scorer in the league, right? Top 10 scorer in the league right now. So,
I agree. But with the LeBron thing, LeBron has developed into a really, I would say, above a respectable shooter. I mean, LeBron, he's got range, like
above respectable.
He's
you're not gonna say who's a great shooter. Like you're not gonna. You're never gonna call him a great shooter.
No, for sure. But LeBron could also do, especially in Miami. It just depends. He always younger days he always puts his head down. But when he went to Miami, he started to develop that post game. So I think he is a versatile scorer. He kind of grew into it. Luka, I say right now, earlier was probably more versatile.
Right.
Versatile.
Luka right now to LeBron and in his early career.
Yeah.
LeBron progressed. If Luka progresses on that same path, Luka right now was a better scorer than LeBron was at the same time in his career.
For sure. And I mean,
scorer than Magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I hope if we can get Luka to turn into it somewhat close to LeBron, that would be special. But yeah, I mean, he's got all the ingredients to build this recipe of greatness. And I think if he does, he's going to continue to get better. He's going to hit the weight room. He's going to get more in shape. And
like you said, free agents are going to start coming.
Yeah, and we never see that in Dallas. We didn't see that with Dirk, unfortunately. We always got some players when they're on their downhill of their career, and it'd be fun to see us get somebody who was already there to pair with.
And it's a little different. We're comparing eras. At that time, it wasn't free agency was nothing close to what it is today. And also, what's different is that Dirk was your go-to guy at power forward. It's like almost like a Tim Duncan. Like, what kind of mega free agents did the Spurs get? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. The Mavs now with Luka is a player that is going to be as great of a scorer he is. He's amazing. He's an amazing facilitator. So guys want to play with that. Guys want to play with a LeBron James. Guys want to play with somebody like Luka. So I think it's different than having that guy that Dirk's going to be your closer. Dirk's going to be your go-to guy. Like with Luka, that's your guy, but he can create shots for you just like he can create for himself. So I think it's a different atmosphere too, especially in today's day and age. The guy's young as hell. He has played the game, and he comes with it. So it's a different atmosphere for sure in Dallas.
Yeah, 100%, man. I hope we can. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for him and Maverick basketball and NBA as a whole.